Boogity, 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 boogity. On this channel, we worship God, and we do that through fun challenges that we take on weekly. This guy's the challenge machine. A random challenge comes out that we give up for God, and then we do that for a random amount of time that comes out of this machine right over here. The time machine. What are we gonna give up? We don't know. What did we give up last week? Social media. User picks. I chose TikTok. And I have to confess something. This is the first time in Deprive Yourself history where I have failed a challenge back to back. Even with the stipulation that I would only get on to post, couldn't do it. I just kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I failed. I utterly failed. Quite frankly, I was really beating myself up about it because, I don't know, I feel like I have to pass all these challenges so that I'm being a proper representation of what the channel's about. But, you know, I know that's wrong, but I'm gonna try again. I wanna be able to say that I was properly able to give this up. Which does move us right along to the badge segment. Cue the badge segment song. Editor, it's me, I'm the editor. So if you did pass and you aren't a total failure like me, congratulations. You got yourself the User Picks social media badge. Let's go ahead and get that bad boy up on the screen. If you did fail, don't beat yourself up. Pick up that cross and keep moving. Go forward. Don't be wallowing around like with what I do, like a sad boy. I need a haircut. I can't see. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's figure out what the challenge is for this week. What does it mean to beat around the bush? What does that mean? Like, I imagine people going around beating bushes with sticks, and I know that's not right, but it's what I think of. And I'm too lazy to Google it. What's the challenge for this week? Computer. Oh no! Man, these challenges have been back to back very difficult for me. So I know a lot of things are technically computers. Your smartphone's a computer. Maybe your TI 84 calculator that you spend too much time on is a computer. I'm referring to desktops and laptops. And I know I could do a lot of things on a computer I could just do on my phone, right? But again, the objective of these challenges isn't to just defer to something else. It's to give that thing up to God. So if you want to be technical and say no computers, well then, you can go for it. No smartphone, no fancy watch. There's a computer in here, all right? Oh, it's a pretty little sun. I'm sure you'll know. You know that feeling you get when you're just like, I know I'm definitely doing something else to supplement for that thing. Just, ow. Don't do that. Anyways, I've been talking too much. I've been running my mouth. How long do we have to give it up? Watch, this will be like the first 7-day challenge that we've had in a while. I can feel it. I feel it. Blue capsule, definitely 7 days. Definitely 7 days. Oh, 3 days. Okay. And now I feel bad because I was like, yeah, 3 days. Maybe I should have been happier that it was 7 days. I'm beating myself up too much. You know what? I'm gonna give myself 4 days. If you obviously don't have a computer or that's not something you really have a problem with, you could pick something else. Alternatively, that's a huge time killer for you. But either way, 3 days, no computer. Fun fact, that's how you say computer in Japanese. Not the stupid way I said it, but it's like computer.
Computer.
Computer. Laputapu. I don't know if that's laptop in Japanese.
Laptop.
I'm gonna stop. Of course, we have to have a verse for this week, and you guessed it, we're in James again, because I'm obsessed with that book! But this particular verse is coming from James 1:27, and it goes as follows. This is how it reads. So pure and undefiled religion in the sight of our God and Father is this: to visit orphans and widows in their distress, and to keep oneself unstained by the world. It's like we've said multiple times on this channel. We're supposed to go out. We need to go out. Get out and help the widows and orphans who are not helped at all these days. They really aren't. And there's a huge demographic of people that are seriously struggling that we need to reach out to. There's been a huge thing on, in social media now about canceling the pornography industry. And there's a reason behind that. I mean, obviously there's a lot of reasons behind it, but one of the biggest ones is that human trafficking is just a huge issue. It is an absolutely huge issue that is not being talked about enough. We can't sleep on these things. We have to We have to be active. And I know it's a little difficult to be active, nowadays. Maybe being in a homeless shelter or going to a homeless shelter or helping a food bank, can be compromising given with what's going on with COVID. In moments or opportunities where you can help, even if it's financially, even if it's doing something small and local for a friend who is struggling, or even your neighborhood. I know sometimes a church that I used to go to used to hand out turkeys in the neighborhoods. I'm not sure if St. Andrews does. I know St. Andrews, they just did a food bank recently, actually, backpack blessing, which was really cool to help set up. So there's definitely ways you can be involved with your community. If you aren't, then it's in the Bible. You probably should. You should probably help those people and do it with a loving heart. And so doing these things obviously would help you keep to be unstained by the world. And depriving yourself of these things would help you be unstained by the world. And so would reading the Bible more. I'm looking at you, reflection. Thank you so much, Am I pissed, sweaty? Thank you so much, St. Andrews Assembly, for hosting this space. It's much appreciated. Thank you, Wyman's Ministry, so much for hosting the room. How did your last week go? I need to know. I need to know how people are doing on these challenges. You have to comment down below and tell me. Did you pass? Did you fail? What was your struggle? I really like to hear these things. A lot of people are giving awesome responses on TikTok, which is awesome. They're even coming back and saying like, hey, yeah, I passed this one. Or like, oh, I didn't do so on this one. And I absolutely love that feedback because it's affirmation that I know people are getting something out of this. We have to lift each other up anytime that we do feel downtrodden or we are failing. We gotta help each other out, man. As always, you can find us on Instagram. And I keep pointing in whatever, you're just gonna pop up somewhere. You can find channel content on TikTok as well. There's a bunch of random content on there that I do as well. It either may or may not be entertaining. That's for you to decide. And I hope you have a good week. I really do. I hope you have a great week. Fantastic week. Have a perfectly super week.